Okay, let's see. So I was saying that I hope my question will help most of us here. So let's say I'm very drawn to plant-based diet. Like, I think if somebody would cook for me, I would from tomorrow maybe I don't know which word to. I'm super drawn because I understand whatever you say and makes sense and everything. However, I still don't feel in this moment I can give up 100% on meat. I still have some cravings of meat and sushi. This, yeah. So I tried, but still from time to time I'm drawn to this, and I feel like eating. It's something that I'm really following what my body or what I believe my body is saying,
yes.
what I believe, yeah, exactly. But I actually also worked a lot on this relaxing part, as you said, because I noticed this is super, super important before everything. So my question to you is, what we can do if we are kind of in between? What steps we can take to slowly go towards something that genuinely will help us?
There's two kinds of people in this room and all over the world. Sick people and people that have the ability to say, I can tiptoe. I'm not brave enough, I'm not strong enough, I'm not conscious enough to do what I should do, that I know what I should do. So I want to play a game and take a year to do it, or 2 years. If you're very slow, you can take 2 years. And I learned this very well when I was in Paris, France. And there was a gentleman who used to bring us there. He reversed HIV. He had HIV, he healed it. And he's very smart. And I did this very American lecture in Paris, and the room was filled with 500 people. And he whispered to me after the lecture, he said, what you said is right, but how you say is shit. He said, after every word you say, for the French, not the Romanians, French, say this is a possibility. So with somebody like you, we say, well, this is a possibility. If you don't want cancer, if you don't want heart disease, if you don't want diabetes, if you want to live longer, if you want a better sex life, if you want to look better, this is a possibility. So let's imagine you're really slow and resistant, and you think your body needs. This is all the bullshit story I used to say. When I gave up meat, I loved meat. I gave up meat in 1 day because 8 out of 10 of us here are extreme. So as an example, I learned this well. I had a girlfriend I was so in love with, and she broke up with me. And I couldn't eat, and I was sick to my stomach, and I couldn't talk. And about 5 years later, my friend said, what about this girl? And I said, who? So when you have a boyfriend called meat or cheese, and you keep making love with a boyfriend, even if you don't love it, it's hard to divorce. It's hard to divorce because you keep making love. But the fact is, you may say, okay, I'm going to change 10% a month or 5% a month if you're very slow. You may say, okay, if I look at my meals, I'm eating 20% meat. So that means in a week, I may eat 8 meals with meat in it. Now remember, we eat about 21 meals a week, most people. And so 8 meals you do. So what you say, okay, in the first week, first month, I'm going to do 7 meals. You may do that for 2 months. Then the next one, you're going to do 6 meals, and you're going to do 5 meals. But what I know is if you keep kissing the boy you don't love, you keep getting fucked.
Yeah, no, I got the point. So basically, you need to train your brain, and it should be a choice.